Neglected elbow dislocation is a condition that requires careful planning and management because it functionally impairs the patient, which affects the activities of daily living. In our country, this condition is maximally seen in daily wage workers. Incidence being 6 to 8 cases per 1 lakh population. Management options being closed reduction, open reduction, total elbow arthroplasty, and arthrodesis. Aim was to achieve a stable and functional elbow joint. Objective being to provide a painful elbow joint to the patient to improve the activities of daily living. Patients presented to us with painful and a stiff elbow joint. They were unable to carry out their daily activities. On examination, there was muscle wasting seen in the arm and forearm. 3-point bony relationship of the elbow was distorted, and there was increased intracondylar distance in cases of fractures. Range of motion was limited from 20 to 60 degrees of flexion with a mean flexion of 50 degrees. Extension and pronation were restricted. We used Mayo Elbow Performance Score to grade the efficacy of the treatment. We carried out AP, lateral and oblique views of the elbow joint. CT scan was done to rule out any intra-articular fractures and to measure the size of fracture fragments. It was a prospective study which was carried out at a tertiary care hospital. We positioned the patient in the lateral decubitus position and used posterior midline incision. We excised off the fibrotic tissues from the olecranon fossa, decompressed the ulnar nerve, fixed the associated fractures if there were any. We carried out lengthening of the triceps as required by VY-plasty as described by Speed, and we carried out reduction of the joint followed by closure. There was no neurovascular deficit post-operatively. We gave IV antibiotics for a period of 2 days, following which we started elbow ROM at the post-op day 3. But for patients with fractures, we started the elbow ROM at 3 weeks after the surgery. We also included wrist exercises and shoulder exercises. We had a mean age of 48 years, 5 males, 3 females. Range of motion post-operatively, we got a flexion ranging from 0 to 100 degrees with a mean flexion of 90 degrees, extension up to 180 degrees, supination ranging from 0 to 80 degrees with a mean of 70 degrees, pronation 0 to 70 degrees with a mean of 65 degrees. The Mayo Elbow Performance Score, which was used to measure the residual deformity of the condition, we saw that preoperative mean was 55, which with regular follow-ups increased up to 90 by the final follow-up. This is a case of 50-year-old female with right-sided elbow dislocation, 3 months old. We carried out a close reduction as demonstrated earlier, as described earlier. This is the second case, 48-year-old male with left-sided elbow dislocation. We carried out a sliding osteotomy to gain access to the anterior of the elbow joint to clear out the fibrosis and to achieve a reduction. We fixed the osteotomy with 2 CC screws. To summarize, patients reported significant reduction in pain post-operatively. There was improved ROM of the elbow joint. MAP score was improved with regular follow-ups and good physiotherapy. And we were able to get an anatomic reduction and alignment of the elbow joint. Open reduction in carefully selected patients can provide a stable and well-functioning joint and thus improve the activities of their daily living. Thank you.